What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Monday. Got a nice 11-game slate here tonight. I'm very excited about it, and I got my 6 favorite kind of core plays on this slate that you should be targeting yourself. So just based on a lot of different factors, everything you research going into a slate, what my personal opinion is, are the best plays. So before we get going, if you could drop a like in the video, that'd be very appreciated. It really goes a long way. Let's try to get over 100 likes again on this one. Thank you if we can do that. Let's hop right into it. So first guy up, I'm going to go with Karl-Anthony Towns. A good matchup against the Atlanta Hawks. Should be one of the higher scoring games on the slate. He's been a beast this year. His upside has been really good. Priced up a little bit here tonight, 10,400. Like I said, I think this is the perfect spot for him to have a big double-double, and anything on top of that will be added to onto his upside if he can get some more defensive stats, which he's been able to do in some of these games. Then that will be a major plus. Maybe some more assists hopefully in this game. So I think he can get over 60 DraftKings points in this game, and I'm gonna go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. I'm gonna go with Jimmy Butler here. Put him at shooting guard at 7,700 here tonight. A little bit of a down game last time out against Philly, but Philly has a very solid defense, so I'm not really surprised that he did have some struggles in that game. But in some plus matchups here recently, he's had some really good DraftKings totals, like against Chicago the other night, 50 DraftKings points against Cleveland, 46 against New Orleans, 50, Detroit 48, Phoenix 46. So he's had really good upside, and that's 7,700 here. Another really good matchup. Charlotte, one of the worst defensive teams this year, I would say. And I think Jimmy Butler can really give it to him. I mean, they have two pretty much starting point guards in their lineup, the Hornets that is, so it's kind of a mismatch for Jimmy Butler to begin with, that it can work in his favor, that I think that he's going to be able to drive to the hoop and be able to score that way, and also hopefully continue to get these defensive stats that he's been putting up like a beast recently. A ton of steals, and had 4 blocks against the Cavs the other night. So I think this is a good spot for him. Like, I mean, their 2 top scorers are their guards in Terry Rozier and Graham. So, I mean, he's going to see some more action there in the defensive end. So definitely some extra chances again here in this game for him to be able to post some defensive stats. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. Another plus matchup for him where I think he's going to take advantage of it. Then I'm going to go with Tatum at 6,900 here with Kemba Walker doubtful. Tatum is really the de facto number 2 scorer in this team. His usage rate has been really good this year. The rebounds have been down a little bit recently, only 2 and 6 the last 2 nights. 6 isn't too bad, but the 2 the 2 was kind of surprisingly low compared to his averages this year, averaging seven rebounds per game. But like I said in this game, with Kemba out, I think that Tatum could flirt with like 20 shots in this game. And with that kind of in mind, it really gives him some solid upside if he is on tonight, where you can score maybe 25, upwards of 30 points in this game. So a solid matchup against the Kings. They're on a back-to-back, so maybe the pace of the game is a little bit slower, but I think Tatum can take advantage of their hopefully a little bit tired of defense and be that number 1 scorer for the Celtics tonight, and hopefully get some more rebounds as well. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third guy. I'm going to go with Markelle Fultz, another guy that should be able to take advantage of some injuries to the Orlando Magic. They're 2 kind of top scorers, and Vucevic and Aaron Gordon are going to be out here against tonight. Isaac's really been the one stepping up. Really big nights out of him recently, but I think Fultz has another opportunity here in this game to get some more run and be able to post a healthy amount of shots. I mean, the last 3 games, 10, 14, 11. He's been pretty efficient with them, so some good signs there. And the assist rate was pretty solid last game as well with 9. So just some more potential usage again here in this game at 5,100. Pretty solid matchup against the Pistons. And I think hopefully he can get a little bit of extra run too, maybe 30 minutes or so in this game, 30, 31, 32, somewhere around there. And at 5,100, I think he can get close to 30, maybe even 35 DraftKings points again here in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. He's been showing kind of signs of him progressing. So I think he can hopefully take another step forward there in that game against the Pistons. And for my 5th guy, I'm going to go with Whiteside. I feel like he is in a really good spot here tonight. He's always kind of an up and down player, but a matchup against Chicago, a team that has been really bad rebounding, I think Whiteside could clean up on the glass here tonight. He's considered probable, didn't play since the 19th, but hopefully that gave him a chance to recharge his batteries, get back to 100% for this really good matchup. And at 6,100, whenever you're dealing with a guy like Whiteside, who is kind of starting the trend down, I mean, he's always a guy that has huge upside because he's just so active around the glass. He's kind of like Andre Drummond. Like, he'll kind of go through spurts where he's able to get like these huge 20 and 20s almost, these huge rebounding and point double-doubles, and then he'll kind of start slowing down, and then that's when he starts to get back in your radar, and that's exactly what's going on with Whiteside here. Like, he was averaging 40 DraftKings points in a few of these games, and then recently, like, his price got to 7,400. That's when you're like, no, I'm not going after Whiteside at that price, and then he starts to creep back down, and now we're looking at 6,100, and probably one of the best matchups for center you could ask for, especially for Whiteside. So with him back here in this game, his minutes have been pretty solid before he left to injury. Their bench is pretty weak with their big men. So I think Whiteside could see some solid minutes here. Hopefully he isn't like on a minute restriction or anything like that, where he's not able to see his normal minutes. But at 6,100 here, if that is the case, if he's good to go, I think he can have a really big game here and really big upside. Obviously, that risk is always there with him, as he can get in foul trouble and have some kind of disappointing games. But I think he can get a big double-double in this game, and I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my fifth guy. Then I'm going to go with WANAMAKER, the Celtics backup point guard. He's having a really solid year, stepping in as that reserve role with Terry Rozier gone. And with Kemba Walker doubtful for this game, he's going to see kind of maybe some six-man minutes almost in this game. I mean, they're going to be starting Ojale probably, or that's expected to happen, him starting, and then Marcus Smart at the point guard position. But they're going to throw some WANAMAKER out there, I think, a decent amount, and kind of be in that Marcus Smart type role off the bench, where he's able to give you some point guard, maybe some shooting guard, some versatility there. So he could see close to 27, maybe even 30 minutes again here in this game. And I think he can, if he can continue what he's been doing, I think he can very easily get us 25 DraftKings points or so there. I mean, there's not many value plays, honestly, on the slate. Another one of these slates where it feels like every kind of potential value is priced up. I think WANAMAKER has one of the best opportunities to be a safe, a good kind of solid floor for a guy that's cheap, but he also does have that upside as he's seeing more minutes than he typically does in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy. So you got Fultz, Jimmy Butler, Jayson Tatum, Karl-Anthony Towns, WANAMAKER, and Whiteside. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, if Whiteside is, if he's like downgraded to questionable, or if he doesn't play, then I'll tweet out a pivot on Twitter at MoneyWebby. So definitely follow me there if you haven't already. If for any kind of late breaking news that where I have to update my plays, or if I prefer a guy over one of these guys I already recommended, then I'll tweet out a pivot from one of the current guys to a new guy who I like even more. But good luck here tonight. Hope you guys won a ton of money. Drop a like in the video if you enjoyed it. Over 100 likes is the goal. So if you see it less than 100, definitely smash that like button. Also, if you happen to be new here or aren't subscribed to the channel, hit that sub button so you don't miss out on any more NBA DFS picks from me. Good luck here, though, and we'll see you back here again next time.